Okay, so we're going to look at backing up and restoring a WordPress site using UpdraftPlus. This is a plugin that's really popular for backing up WordPress sites. You can schedule backups, have those backups automatically go to a remote storage, so Dropbox or somewhere like that. But what we're just going to look at today is taking a backup and then restoring that backup into a clean hosting environment. So for example, you've taken a backup, you've got your files somewhere, and then say your site either gets hacked or it gets deleted or something, or you're moving your hosting from one place to another. In all of these cases, you would take your backup files and then you'd want to recover them into your new hosting. So what we're going to do is install UpdraftPlus, take a backup, and then start afresh. So we'll delete everything in our WordPress installation and then reinstall and restore. And so we'll go through those 4 steps. So first of all, we'll install UpdraftPlus. And what we're going to do is we're going to work on this site here. This is the site that we use in our WooCommerce webinar where we set up a WooCommerce site. And we have a fully functioning site. It's got pages, it's got a blog, and it's got our WooCommerce as well. And if we look in the back end, you'll see that there's a few more things added over and above the core WordPress. And so this is what we want to make sure that we've got backed up, along with, our orders and our different bits and pieces as well. So if we go into our plugins and add new, we can search for UpdraftPlus. If you put a space in there, Updraft space plus, it appears as the second one at the moment, but we just click on install and then click on activate once it's downloaded. And what this does is it'll add a couple of new parts to the admin pages. So you see here, we've got an Updraft Plus with a drop-down menu. And down here in settings, we've got Updraft Plus backups. So both of these, this link will take us to here, which is the backup and restore, and this link here as well will take us to the same page. So this is the main page that we'll use for backing up and restoring our website. There are other things that we can do, but we won't go into those today. So to simply take a backup of the site, we can click on this blue backup now button, and that's what we're going to do. A backup is made up of 2 things mainly. It's the database that sits behind it. It's like a MySQL or a MariaDB database. And we've got the files as well. So they are the plugins, the themes, anything that you've uploaded. All of those things are included in the backup. What it doesn't include is the WordPress core installation, because in order to restore it, you need a working copy of WordPress with UpdraftPlus as well. So I'll show you how that works. So I'll click Backup Now, and you'll see you get a progress bar. If this was a big site, it would take a while, but because we've got a fairly small demo site here, it should just take a matter of seconds to back up. And then if we scroll down, you'll see that in the existing backups, we've now got the date and time that the backup was taken, and then 5 elements that make the backup. So our database file, and then our 4 files that make up the rest of the backup. So if we look in the Finder, so this is running on my laptop, so if we look in the Finder, this is our WordPress installation. This is the WP content folder, and normally under here we have plugins and themes. We've also got an Updraft folder here, and this includes these, and these 5 files here that begin with backup correspond to the 5 elements here. So these are the key things that we're interested in. What we want to do, therefore, before we clear out and delete our hosting, we want to make sure that we copy these backups somewhere safe. So what we'll do is we'll copy them for now just into a folder that I've got elsewhere on my laptop. But this folder might be a zip drive, it might be something on your laptop which is away from your website, which is hosted up at a hosting company somewhere, or you might set up the automated backups and have them drop into your Dropbox or other online storage. Basically, what we're doing is we're keeping a copy of these files that say backup. Right, so now we've got the backup taken, and we've taken a copy of those backup files so that they're somewhere safe. We're going to reinstall WordPress and UpdraftPlus. So the first stage of this is to delete everything, and just to do this quickly, I will do this on the command line. This is our website, and I'm just going to remove everything. So now if we go to our site, you'll see if we refresh it, there's nothing there. And if we look at our site, there's nothing there either. So I'll quickly install WordPress, but if you're doing this on some hosting, it may well be just a case of clicking on a one-click install button, and that'll set up a clean version of WordPress in your hosting. So just give me a moment. Okay, so if we now refresh this, we have a new clean install of WordPress here. So we'll just go through the process of installing it. Now I've got a new database that's got nothing in it, and so we can give it the details. It's running our local machine, and this will create our new site. I'll just take a copy of that password and put in my email address. And this will get us to a clean installation. So this is a straight site, a clean install of WordPress. There's nothing else in it. Our site name is Restored Demo. So we just need to add in our UpdraftPlus plugin. And once we've got that in and activated, then we're ready to restore our site. Click Activate. And we go into here. We don't have anything yet. We've got no existing backups, and we're ready to restore our old site. So to restore the site, we need to get our files from before that we'd kept safe, upload them to back into Updraft, and restore the site. So what we'll do is we've got, if you remember, our backups that we hived away here. Now if we look in Updraft, see under existing backups, we've got these options: rescan from local folder, rescan remote storage, and upload backup files. So we could just copy the files into that Updraft folder and then click this and it'll recognize them. But for now we'll just upload them. So this is a situation where maybe you've got your backup files on your local computer and you want to just sort of upload them straight to the site again. So I'm going to drag these into here, and you see it has uploaded them, and now it's showing me this backup here. So if I refresh this page just to take away some of the messages, so now we're looking at it. It's still our clean website, but now we've got a backup here sitting in our folder that we can restore, and it's made up of our 5 parts again. If we click on restore, we can see what it is that we want to which parts of it we want to restore, but we want to restore all of the bits. So we want all our plugins, the themes, because we were using a different theme. Anything we've uploaded, we had images for our pages and for our products. Anything else, so if we had menus, PDFs or anything like that, then that would be included here. and of course our core database, which is the thing that has all our settings and all our pages and posts defined. It's going to confirm that this is what's going to be restored, and we click on the restore button. This shows us the database install and it unzipping all the different parts, so we can see the progress here, and if there were any errors then we would see that we would see them in this window. But you can see that it says the restore was successful, and we can go back to our Updraft. So you see it's taken us to the login page, and that's because our credentials now are from our old site. So if we click admin and now use our old password for our admin user, you'll see that the site title has changed, and we've now got our WooCommerce and our products, and we can go to our site and it's been restored to the state that it was before. And that's really it. Once you've got it in, you might want to sort of page around and check that everything is as it was before, but that should, going through that process, restore the whole of your site. Thanks for watching. We've got lots of other videos on our YouTube channel, so if you want to click on the subscribe, and then you'll be notified when we add more WordPress hints and tips.